ANC's National Executive Committee convener in the North West Obed Bapela has cast doubt on calls to reverse the NEC's decision to dissolve the Provincial Executive Committee. Bapela says the dissolution of ANC structures by the NEC is nothing new. Last week, ANC Secretary General Ace Magashule received a letter from some members of the 4 regional executive committees challenging the disbandment of the PEC and threatening to take the matter to court, well, should the decision not be reversed. Let's cross now to our reporter Sentleeng Lehihi in the North West. She joins us this evening. Thank you very much for your time, Sentleeng. I think we're starting to see quite a lot of these divisions cutting deep, especially as we wait for a response from the ANC's Secretary General regarding the letter that was sent to him.
Certainly, Criselda, an interesting week in development in Mahikeng in the Northwest. We have seen just a week after the dissolution of the PEC, we've seen some members from the 4 regions of the province go and write to the Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Magashule, questioning the dissolution of the PEC and in fact threatening to take the matter to court if the PEC is not reinstated. However, in this weekend as well, we have seen some leaders in those 4 regions come and break the silence and say they themselves do not align themselves with the letter that was written to Ace Magashule, and in fact they say that their call is for unity behind what the NEC has decided. I want you to actually play for our audiences an interview I had earlier with the chairperson of the Ngaka region as he explained his sentiments about the developments in this province.
We can't take African National Congress to court as ANC members. NEC is the highest decision-making body in between conferences and GC and so on. As we are speaking now, we have been engaging with our branches just from the meeting with the NEC convener, Comrade Obed Bapela. Really, we can't take African National Congress to court. And the West, REC doesn't have those powers, doesn't have those, because powers of the ANC, REC is delegated by the PC.
Now, Sentleeng, there are others, of course, including those in the Ngaka Mudiri Mulema region, that believe that this decision is unlikely to be reversed. Indeed, Criselda. Interestingly enough, we spoke to a spokesperson from the same region as Makolo Makwa, and his sentiments are that, in fact, the NEC has no choice but to heed to the call to reinstate the PEC. Play that clip and have more insight on the developments that we've been seeing.
Just from a meeting with the REC there, and he was part of the meetings that we had on Friday and Monday, where we discussed the position of the REC on this matter and resolved on it. Now, if he decides to define himself outside the collective, then we cannot be held accountable for his own thinking.
Sentleeng, any timeline? The political landscape seems to be changing every day within the Northwest. But of course, what's important at this stage is when the Secretary General of the ANC will respond. Has there been a timeline that has been put to this by those who are now threatening to take the ANC to court?
Indeed, there has been a timeline set by those who threaten to take the ANC to court. They've given the ANC about 5 working days to respond to the letter they've written to the Secretary General. However, we believe that the timeline will elapse before the National Working Committee is set to sit. We expect that they will sit along the 17th or 18th of September. We have heard from the convener of the NEC, Obed Bapela, appeal to those who have written to the SG to have a bit more patience. Play the clip for more insights on this.
Reversal of the NEC decision, it's not possible under circumstances because it's not the first time that the PEC was dissolved by a structure of the National Executive. Provinces have also been dissolving regions and no one has ever taken the ANC to court.
Sentleeng Lehihi joining us there from our studios in Mahikeng. Thank you very much for your time. For all the latest from the North West, as some wait for a response to that letter that was sent to the Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Magashule, pertaining to the disbandment, of course, of the Provincial Executive Committee.